Are you looking for a unique place to eat here in Corona? Well, we may have a spot for you. If you love good Italian food, then stick around and we'll share with you the top-rated Italian restaurant here in Corona, California. Hi, my name is Casey and I'm a local realtor. And on this channel, I typically share information about the 55 and older communities of Trilogy, Glen Ivy, and the community of Terramor. But this week, I wanted to take a little break from the real estate world and share some information about a local restaurant that we recently tried here in Corona. Now, some of you know, my wife and I moved to Corona about a year ago. And since then, we've done our best to get out in the community and look for places to eat. And this week we found a really good one. In fact, it's probably my favorite so far. And I have to thank our great neighbors, Tanya and Marjorie, for the recommendation. And they recommended a restaurant called Con Amore. Now, Con Amore is a small family-owned Italian restaurant located at the Crossings here in Corona. The Crossing is a large shopping center located just off the 15 freeway at Cajalco Drive. And since moving here, we've heard several people talking about this restaurant. But every time we go to the Crossings, we simply can't find it. So we just assumed the restaurant had closed down. But our neighbors told us it was located just next to the Edwards movie theater, tucked away just to the right of the entrance to the theater. So my wife and I decided to head over and see if we could find it. And when we got there, we walked towards the entrance of the movie theater, and sure enough, we saw the sign for Con Amore. Now, it is a small restaurant, but it does have an outdoor patio in addition to the inside seating area and the bar. And the restaurant has a very unique interior with very colorful artwork and paintings on the walls and lots of wine bottles on display around the restaurant. Now, as we entered the restaurant, we were greeted right away and shown to our table. And we explained to our server, Natalie, that it was our first visit there. And she was amazing. She took the time to explain their menu and the different dishes that were available for that day. She also went over the wine list and shared some of her favorites too. And we eventually decided on a nice glass of Chianti as we looked over the menu. Now, Diana decided to try the orecchietta pasta with sausage and broccoli. This was made with fresh orecchietta pasta sauteed with Italian sausage, fresh broccoli, olive oil, black pepper, and garlic. It was a very light dish, but it had a great blend of flavors, especially the Italian sausage. And since it was sauteed in garlic and olive oil rather than a cream sauce, it had a really unique flavor. But we both really enjoyed this dish. And I decided to try the bucatini carbonara. Now, I know this is a basic pasta dish, but it really is one of my favorites. And this is one of the best I've ever had. The bucatini pasta was combined with pancetta, black pepper, and a pecorino sauce. Diana and I both really like carbonara. In fact, we even try to make it at home ourselves. But I really think the fresh pasta that they use here is really what made this dish taste so great. And I would definitely order this again. And after dinner, we did decide to try their desserts. Now, I love a good cup of coffee. And I noticed they had a really nice espresso machine behind the bar. And I was thinking about ordering a coffee, but I really wanted to try their desserts too. So we eventually decided on their banana cherry mousse and a lemon raspberry cake. And again, both were excellent. The banana cherry mousse had a thin layer of cherry cake that was covered with a very rich banana mousse and then topped with a cherry crumble. And it wasn't too sweet, but the flavors from the banana was really good. And the lemon raspberry cake was absolutely delicious. It was a little sweeter than the banana mousse, but it was very light and refreshing. It had layers of raspberry cake and a tart lemon filling. Now, I really love a good dessert, and this cake did not disappoint at all. Now, I have to say, this was one of the best meals that we've had in a very long time. The food was amazing, the atmosphere was very relaxing, and the service was outstanding. It's just rare to find a small family-owned place like this anymore, but I'm glad we found this one. The owners and the staff really do pay attention to the small details, and it made our night out a very enjoyable one. And I have no doubt we'll be back here very soon. So if you're looking for something a little different from the big chain Italian restaurants, we both highly recommend that you give Con Amore Restaurant a try. This hidden gem here in the city of Corona is definitely worth a try.